Last time on Dragon Ball NXT. After securing the 3-star Dragon Ball from the Capsule Corp amusement park Dinoland, Team Next decided it was time to expand their roster with some new candidates that showed a lot of promise. Forte, Ten, and Rika were invited to Seiya Force HQ, where they set up a challenge in the Gravity Chamber. Should the new team make 5 laps around the chamber under increasingly intense gravity, they would be considered new members of the Seiya Force, a test the newcomers passed with flying colors, using a little help from Fava, and a lot of obstacles from Nymph. While the crew enjoyed some downtime, Dr. Caro handed off a repaired piece of tech to Nymph that she had requested. The restraining collar used by the Saiyan poachers to keep her powers in check. An item that the Tuffle sought to overcome with her own willpower. Axel also took it upon himself to hone his blacksmithing craft by forging a piece of jewelry for each member of Next, including the newcomers. Generally, these were met with praise and admiration, though Nymph had a difficult time showing her appreciation for the gift. However, things would very quickly take a disastrous turn for the worse when a Black Bow Army projection device found the team while on patrol, presenting the image of none other than the fearsome Demon King Piccolo. The tyrant offered the team an ultimatum: hand over the 5 Dragon Balls in their possession, or he and his army would systematically destroy towns until they had their way. And to show the seriousness of his claims, he immediately ordered the destruction of East City, an order that was carried out with frightening swiftness. Upon investigating the rubble of the ruined city, Team Next found Sprouse, unconscious and badly wounded, who seemed to have tried protecting Dr. Caro, though ultimately failed, her lifeless corpse laying not far from his own. The team clings to the hope that the Dragon Balls may be enough to help reverse this terrible atrocity, but is quickly overshadowed by the one who perpetrated this heinous crime, Brass, one of King Piccolo's elite soldiers. Will Team Next be able to overcome this latest threat to humanity, obtain the remaining Dragon Balls, and reclaim that which King Piccolo had so cruelly ripped away? Find out the answers to all these and many more on this terrifying episode of Dragon Ball NXT.
Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and others. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Dragon Ball NXT. And let's take it away by throwing it up to our Kai in the sky.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Dragon Ball NXT. My name is From Zero to Shiro, but you can just call me Kaio Shiro. And I will be the SK for this wonderful group of players. We're going to go ahead and let them introduce themselves, starting down the line like normal. Nymph.
Hello, I am Nymph. I'm Nymph. Yep, that's me. I've fully integrated into my personality. Hi, I'm Hey Fei Fei. I am a furret girl on the internet. My goal is to make sure that you know that you're loved, valid, important, valuable, and you make a difference in this world. I hope that you're able to remember that you're incredible and special and awesome, and I'm playing the absolutely rude and mean and totally not down-to-earth Neo-Tuffle Nymph today. And I'll pass this ball over to Flambe.
Hi, I'm Nel Celestine, face and leader of the Treasure Tales team. I happen to be playing Flambe today, the amazing and imaginary Majin with all of her speed. Additionally, I also play Elium Trador, aka AME, over on Dimension Chasers, which occurs on Sunday. That being said, I also play a lot of old retro games like RPGs and whatnot, so other days of the week you can usually find me streaming that content right here. So let's toss it over to our wonderful Saiyan.
I'm Minty. I'm the gremlin of the Grass Cave here on Treasure Tales, and here I'm playing Fava the Saiyan, and over on Dimension Chasers I'm playing Thomas/Angel. And speaking of Dimension Chasers, the DM.
Hello everybody, I am Blaze409. I'm the DM over at Dimension Chasers, but here today I am playing Axel, the mechanical swordsman. He's an android with a sword, I guess. Yeah, that's about all I do right now.
Well, damn. Anyways, with that, why don't we go ahead and get started with today's episode? However, we don't pick up exactly where we left off.
Oh.
Huh?
Axel,
Yes.
for you, it's pitch black. Darkness surrounds you in its entirety. You don't have any real thought within this moment. And then, like a switch, everything comes to. You are in a lab. Standing in front of you, from what you can tell, is a woman with green hair. And you know her name. You've never met her, but you know her name. Every object in the room is familiar and yet unfamiliar. And as you look at her face, it brightens with a great big smile as she goes, it actually worked. I'm so glad. It's a pleasure to meet you, Model G.
It's a pleasure to meet you too, Dr. Caro.
I know first, activation can be a little disorienting. How are you feeling right now? Everything seem to be in order?
Well, everything does seem to be fully functional.
Well, that's good. Here, why don't you get off the table? You notice that she kind of slides back. The cart she always had actually can lift up to give her a standing position. As you notice, it kind of slowly transforms back into the cart that, later you come to know that she's always riding around in. Time passes. Years go by. You spend it with Caro. You learn this, that, or the other. And it's about a week before the tournament. It's late one evening. Stars are out. And she seems to have asked you to take her to a place, luscious green fields and all that jazz. To look at the stars with her. As you guys get there, she looks at you and goes, Axel, would you mind helping me out of the cart?
Yes, Dr. Caro. It will help her out.
The cart opens up and you're able to lift her out. And she has you set her down within the grass as she looks up, using her hands to prop her up as she watches. The whole time she's smiling. She sits there and then kind of looks over at you and goes, ain't it just a beautiful night?
Well, to me it looks about the same as any other night this time of year.
Well, it's never the same sky, It changes every day, little by little. Light from stars hits us a little differently each time.
Well, I suppose that's true.
She gives a little smile and looks over at you. You want to hear a fun fact? It's about amphibians. You know how I feel about them.
Yes, Dr. Caro, you are quite fond of them.
It is very true I am. Did you know that axolotls can't evolve without outside help?
I do remember that information being programmed in me.
They need an outside force to help them motivate on, help them mature. Someone's got to help them. And that's not all too different to people like myself. Earthlings and Saiyans, and even you, Axel. She looks back up, brimming with a smile. She kind of closes her eyes, looks at you, and goes, and I just can't wait to see what you become. It's at that moment, Axel, that you snap back to reality. Brass is there, and while he challenged you, you're not looking at him. You look over at Caro's lifeless body, and you feel something that you have never really felt before. You're not sure what to call it or anything of this notion, but it feels like a blaze inside of you. It feels like a fire burning inside of you. There's no physical reaction, but you feel as if it's in your chest, as it goes throughout the entirety of your body, and your mind runs with it. Brass is still standing before you as he looks at you and goes, so, who will fight me first?
I will. I'll be the one to kill you.
That's some bravado. Do you really think you can?
It's no bravado, it's a certain fact. As he says this, he's gripping his sword on his back. It's like if he was human, his knuckles would be white He has the Nymphe blade currently.
Axel, we can try fighting him all together. You don't have to do this alone, you know.
I don't have to, but I want to.
If it looks like you're going to lose, I am going to jump in there.
No need.
All right, with that, we're going to go ahead and move you all on to the battle map. Combat initiates. I need all of you to roll me initiative, but currently the only two that are actually partaking in the combat are actually going to be. So first off, we have, technically going in this turn order, is Fava.
I remember healing Sprouse before we ended session. Is he conscious now or no?
No, he is not conscious.
Oh, this is gonna be a toughie. I guess my first attempt would be to try and see how am I going to get him back to base. He is like twice my weight, probably. Shit. I guess we try. I can't. I don't know Aerie is immortal, so I wouldn't dare to bring her here.
Check his robe, see if he has a sensu capsule.
Yeah, that is true. Does he have any capsules on him?
None that you notice.
Bruh, I got no pockets, goddamn. Well, shall I do a some kind of check to see if I can at least lift him and fly? It's a desperate situation. Maybe my adrenaline will kick in.
What's your strength?
I'm gonna go with a 0 on that one.
Your strength is 0?
Yeah.
No, you can't pick him up.
He's too fat. Dang it.
No, he has the gravity armor on.
So he's not going anywhere, to my understanding.
Basically.
Oh, there goes that plan.
Well, let me put it to you this way. You can kind of pick him up, but you're not going to be able to fly with him.
To drag him. I'm gonna get nowhere fast with that. That was like a 40-minute flight away.
Wow, the fight's barely started and you're already running away.
They're on our team.
Didn't say it in character. Well, I said it in character, but I didn't say it out loud.
then I guess, I mean, he's not audibly saying all this. This is just me panicking.
Yeah, I know.
I guess the best I could do is to at least start moving the people away from the battlefield.
Okay.
So, like, anyone who is conscious that we rescued, and, like, any, like, bodies that are still around, I'm gonna at least start working on moving them.
Don't worry about it. He can just stand there with you. But yeah, okay. You can kind of drag him over there to get him out of a blast radius if you're looking for it.
Yep. If anyone else is still conscious that we rescued, they can also help get some of the bodies out of the way.
No, everyone else is out. This city got blown up.
Neat.
And everyone you rescued, they're typically just like normal people.
I guess my other two actions, I suppose I'll just charge. So one turn to drag his ass away, and the other start charging. Just go to the next turn, I'll do the rolls.
Alrighty. You can tell us what it is. But next, Nymph.
I'm going to move about to here, and I am going to float up, kick up my feet, and relax. Well, if the abomination wants to go at this alone, then should be a fun fight, right?
Is that it for you?
Yeah.
Okay. With that, it is Brass's turn. With that, you see Brass as he puts one hand to his neck and kind of like rolls it back. He's seemingly rotating his cuff, his shoulder blade. Kind of, looks like he's stretching and getting ready. He looks at you, Axel, and goes, I hope you're prepared, because I'm not gonna hold back. But don't worry, I'll make sure it's an honorable fight. And he gets right here. In the blink of an eye, he gets right to you. So that's one action for his movement. And then he's going to heavy attack you.
I am going to try and reaction him. I'm going to go for Poison Dart Punch.
Gotcha.
All right. Please hit. I really need this to hit. So this is costing me how much? 17 key. So, all right, let's go ahead and see if I hit. Come on. It's an 18.
18?
Yep.
You hit.
Okay, thank God. Yeah, right as soon as Brass appears in front of him, Axel is kind of braced for impact, And as soon as he sees him, he goes in for a quick strike to the stomach. I'm going to go ahead and need a stamina save now. And since this is based off of strength, is the DC based off of my strength or my key?
It is based off your strength if it is a strike.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in that case, the DC is a 17.
He passes.
Mother. That was a dumb plan. I thought I put an ability on this, and I didn't.
Oh no. So as you go to strike him,
Yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
You try to do it quick. As you feel your fist connect, you see that it's his hand grabbing yours. Slowly he twists it and goes, "You've got good reflexes. Unfortunately, you aren't strong enough." And he just cracks you in the face with his other arm. Let's see. Quick question. It's possible this misses, but let me math it. Does a 15 hit you?
There was a question in the chat. Does the poison punch or whatever still do the damage even if the effect doesn't go off?
They still take the first tick. They just don't take the next tick.
It
Okay.
does do the initial damage. You punched him and it hit his arm, right? Like you hit his hand.
Okay.
And it still did the damage. You just didn't poison him to do the damage over time.
Okay. That is 2. Yep, 2 damage.
But does a 15 hit you?
Meets beats.
All right. As he cracks you in the face for 6 damage. And that is Brass's turn.
He's gonna look over at Fava. Hey, try turning off his gravity armor. See if you can get him out of there that way, okay?
Turn it off.
If you can't turn it off, at least take it off.
I can try.
That being said, I'm gonna be on standby in case something goes absolutely horrible here. And I'm gonna use my turn to do full 3 charge.
All right.
Hey, I saw an episode like this.
So each of these has plus aptitude and key as well, right? Or no? Just aptitude?
So the book does say, Minty was correct, that on level up you get the D8.
I knew it!
So it's 1D8 plus aptitude plus key.
Oh, I know what it is.
Okay.
When you use your form, the increased form one, you gain an additional die.
Yeah, my B.
So plus 29. Okay. And that'll be my turn.
It is now your go, Axel. This entire time, you guys have actually been, like, he caught his fist and punched you in the face, but while Flambe's been charging, you guys have been, punching each other, dodging blows a little bit, doing a little bit of a dance. So what are you going to do?
Classic Dragon Ball. He's going to go for a kick to the side since his hand is currently being grabbed. Oh, wait, actually, wait, before that, charging key.
Charge your key.
I'm going to need that this fight. 10 plus 2, 12.
Huzzah! 12.
Axel is going to, like I said, go for a side kick.
Is that a heavy or a light attack?
Heavy attack. That is a 12 to hit.
No. You miss. As you go to kick him, he brings his leg up and it's just like, "Is that really all you've got? You pathetic life form."
Well, he wouldn't be sarcastic back. Too angry. Yeah, let's go for just a light attack to try and get a quick jab in at his face to try and get him to let go. 15 to hit.
That misses.
Oh my god.
With that,
Rolling so bad.
you go to try to punch him, and he does let go of your hand and completely moves, kind of as you dodge past his, or he dodges your fist as it goes past his head. What's next?
That's all my actions.
Fava.
Okay, let's see. Would I have any clue how to turn off this armor?
You've never messed with the armor like this, so no.
Well then, how about am I able to at least try and take it off? So I'm sure Flambe could pick it up maybe if I just kind of set it off to the side.
You can try. You'd have to get it up over his head.
It's fine. He's on the ground. I can just drag it.
Remember,
The pole.
half of his body is burnt.
Oh, right.
Wouldn't there be a zipper or release clasp or something?
Not for saying armor. Remember, in the anime, you always put it on over. It's like a slip-on.
Does that include the black bit of bodysuit he's got?
No, the bodysuit's underneath the armor.
I would say like the bodysuit might protect against the removal of the armor.
Well, you're still gonna have to move his burnt arm. You see what I'm saying? You have to get it
Yeah.
up and over his head. If you want to try, you can. You just have to make a check.
I'm assuming strength, and that's not gonna be good.
If you do it slowly and carefully, you should be fine.
I will try extremely slowly and carefully.
Okay. This is gonna be a precision check. Because it doesn't matter about your strength. It matters about how well you're using it to take it off of him.
I'm guessing Clever Thinker wouldn't be much on that if I'm trying to be mindful of his bodysuit.
I mean, you can use Clever Thinker here. It makes sense why you could.
Alright. Let's do an attempt here. It basically, like, as soon as it seems like it's not going to go well, he's going to stop. He's not going to try and force it. Plus the 5 is a 17.
You notice that you're able to start moving it. The problem is you notice that as you start to move it, the left side, is almost merged with his skin.
Fuck. I was about to be like, it fucking merged, didn't it? Oh, we're 10 minutes in, right? Shitty technology. Fucking.
Most secure armor in the world. Just kidding.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I was kidding. It was a joke. Please don't smite me, Kamishiro.
Yeah. At least gonna comment back to Flambe like, this is not gonna happen. It's half melted to his skin. So at the moment, I'm not gonna be able to get him anywhere outside of just away from here a little bit. We'll need, like, we'll have to get my dad here at least to help that.
Alright. Fava, tag with me. You be on standby.
Alright. Uh-oh.
I see you're here to enjoy the show too now, Fava.
Well, I can't really move Sprouse away safely.
Alrighty. Nymph, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm just watching. I was told to stay back. We were all told to stay back. I want to watch someone get hurt. So,
Actually, really quick, Nymph, do me a favor, roll me a perception check.
sure. Should I add which stat? And should I add my observation?
You can add observation, and the stat will be wisdom.
Sure. 26.
You notice when Fava gets closer, you see Brass, take a deep breath in as his muscles bulge a little bit further. He looks stronger now that Fava is closer.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, I'm in danger.
I'm in danger. Anywho, so that's it? It's his turn now?
Fava, do me a favor. Step a foot back.
Alright.
I'm gonna shove Fava back 5 feet.
He, like, fumbles the communicator in his hands.
No change.
Interesting. This is gonna be a fun fight. Just go back to kicking feet up and relaxing.
All right.
I guess I'd use my other 2 actions to charge Ki, but I don't want to make a scene out of it. So I'll do that.
It's kind of like a passively charging.
Yeah.
Okay. It is now Brass's go. He's going to use a strike attack against you. However, something you notice about Brass, he does not yell out his attack names.
This son of a bitch.
Okay, does a 25 hit you?
No, Shiro, it misses.
Okay. So he comes in at you as you guys are all fighting with a huge, powerful, bulked up arm, slams you into the stomach. From an outside perspective, you can see his fist go, it almost looks like his fist goes through Axel. You're not damaged though, Axel. He didn't actually go through you. It's just one of those, he hit you that hard. He then gives you a nice little kick as he does 2 light attacks at you, because this has combo times 2. 22 hits. Does a 17 hit?
Yeah.
As he hits you several times, once he hits you in the stomach, he brings his right leg into your side, and with a last, he brings both of his hands down in a hammer fist, cracking you in the back of the neck, dealing 19 damage.
Okay, so I'm gonna activate a reaction to all of this. I need to not die.
What's the reaction?
Yeah, I'm gonna activate Froggy Force Field.
What's that do?
Froggy Force Field, shield, increased duration, healing, reaction.
Okay.
Cost me 14 to use, and then I can pump in more ki to make the shield bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Or not bigger, but take
Stronger.
more damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, is it a 2-to-1 ratio or 1-to-1 ratio?
1-to-1 currently.
Here's the thing. You can add the number, whatever you want,
Uh-huh.
and heal yourself and take 19 damage.
Is it pierce? Is it all that piercing?
Yes.
Son of a bitch.
It's an expensive move.
The coinky drink.
Expensive my ass. Jesus fucking Christ. Well, I heal myself. A D6.
Well, we should get that.
That does not matter.
Hey, anything, as long as you have at least 1 health, that's all that matters.
Oh, thanks. I healed 1.
To be fair, you rolled that before I finished the sentence.
So I currently have 2 HP.
All right, so you have 2 HP.
Just use your force field again. You still have your
Oh, yeah, that
temporary
was
hit points
so
up.
good the first
It just goes no, so it goes through. You still have the piercing. You still have the shield.
It's true, you do.
It
What-
ain't gonna help.
What is your
It ain't
shield?
gonna help. 20.
Okay.
Well, I'll do enough to where I nullify the damage. Never mind.
Let's see. So that was his first move. Oh, he's gonna hit you with 2 light attacks. He just keeps trying to wail on you for a little bit. That hits. That misses. So you take 7 damage into your shield. As he cracks into you again, he's stopped just barely by the force field. As he goes, I see. You have a few tricks up your sleeve. You know, you can end all of this by giving me the Dragon Balls.
Even if I gave you the Dragon Ball, I would still kill you on principle alone.
You have spirit. I respect that. That's the end of his turn, so that would be, Flambe.
I was biting my tongue.
You have just watched as Brass has come in and just started wrecking into Axel, just blow after blow. With that, you can see Axel kind of, his skin is starting to crack a little bit, little sparks of energy. He's still standing. He doesn't look like, nothing's been ripped out, no holes in him, but he obviously is taking a beating right now.
I'm looking.
You thinking of stepping in?
I am, but I'm also worried that if I intervene, it might be things worse. Axel is looking pretty bad, though.
They said to stay out of it.
All right, I'm going to use my first action to turn up the heat.
Okay.
And then I am going to hold Tenderizer, Garlic Butter Bomb, for if Brass tries to put Axel down permanently.
Okay.
Let me just spend my key.
With that, Axel, it is your turn.
All right. Well, I'm kind of just dead. But first off, I'm going to use the shove action on Brass. Activating Go Away.
10 feet?
Moving him back an additional 20 feet.
Oh, so he'd move 30?
25.
So right here?
Yeah, right there. It's an additional 5 feet per point of strength I have, and I have 4. Be 25. He also takes 4 damage as well from it.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
All right. Then Axel's going to go for a Bullfrog Blaster. He's going to take his hand, aim it towards Brass, and is going to attempt to hit him with it. Wait, actually, let me double check something. Did I just screw myself over? All right, I think my range is too short to hit him.
Nymph. Roll me another perception.
You got it.
What is the range on it?
I'm checking right now. Should be 20. Yeah, it's 20 feet. Which means I have to
19.
spend an action to move.
You said 19?
Yep.
After Axel pushed him back, he now looks slightly less buff.
Oh, so there's something about the distance then. Interesting.
I'll spend 1 action, move up a couple feet, and then hit him with a Bullfrog Blaster. If I hit, it is a DC 17 or be stunned, sensory distortion, deafened, and weakened. Wait, is it pure? Wait, no. I think that is. It's you just make the save. Yeah, you just make the save against it.
What's the save number?
17. No, wait. 13.
That seems low.
Because my key sucks. Yeah.
He fails.
Yes. I needed this. Oh my god.
As you shove him back, he puts his arms up, slides, looks at you, right? His muscles shrink just slightly as you point the bullfrog blaster at him and fire. As it hits, you see the energy ripple over top of him. It lets out this loud shriek you see as he puts his hands to his ears, because Namekians have a weakness for sound, and he just sort of like grunts. However, you notice, Axel, that he's smiling right now.
Okay. I do still do a d6 of damage.
Mm-hmm.
That is four additional damage.
Gotcha.
And then Axel is going to look over towards Nymph, and he's going to say, Nymph, you can make people stronger, right?
Nymph's gonna look at her claw. I can.
Can you do the same thing with an android?
Nymph's just gonna look at you blankly. Like, I mean, I suppose I could.
Well, Nymph, I do need your help right now. I'm in a bit of a tough spot right here.
Think I would ever help an abomination like... And she's gonna look at her bracelet on that Axel gave her. If I don't like it, I'm out.
That works for me.
Fine.
Is that all for you, Axel?
I mean, that's all I can do right now, yeah.
Baba.
Boy, let's see here. Well, first he's gonna try and make like a quiet, if he's able to, like a contact user communicator to see if Roma's still available.
All you get is static.
Well, that quickly shriveled up as a possibility. I'm gonna just turn back to the rest of the party. Well, we don't seem to have any communications out from here or to here. So I guess we're just gonna have to get rid of the problem if we're going to get anyone out of here. And what I have noticed, the dude shrinking and bulking up, because he was distracted.
Roll me a check.
Yes, a -3 for easily distracted.
Alrighty. And with that, you do get your climax token.
Hell yeah. I don't know how it did that sick twist there, but I like it. 13. Not bad for a -3.
No, you did not notice. Between worrying about Sprouse and seeing Axel being so damaged and hearing him ask Nymph for help, you're kind of a little bit distracted there.
It's fine. I don't need to get closer. That's not how I do. Let's see, where is my distance currently? And my movement is... It's 30, I believe. I'm just gonna quickly approach him and do a nice little pep and step here. Because he's looking mighty banged up.
As Fava gets closer, his muscles buff up a little.
That's fine. I do not intend to stick.
Out of character, please do not approach us. I don't want to die.
I'm not intending to stay here. Fuck no.
Are you approaching me? Are you approaching me?
I'm doing a heal and I'm backing off. Hell no. Oh, 13. It was a slightly lower end of things.
You heal Axel for 13?
Yep. Alright, took the thing off. Alright, and then for my third action, just another movement away. I think this is where I was. Or was it here?
Right there.
I was
Nope.
here and I got shoved. Yep, okay. Yeah, I ain't being within a straight line of that thing.
And as Fava moves away, you see the muscles slowly kind of lessen.
Yeah, up close combat is definitely not Fava's thing. I have 0 strength. What do you want? But yeah, end of my turn.
All right, Nymph.
Alrighty.
Actually, real quick, I hate to do this. Do a quick break.
Need a break?
Alright. We're gonna take
Alrighty.
a short 5-minute break, run some ads, and we'll be right back.
Hey folks, Editor Nova here. Just wanted to use this quick ad break to remind y'all to like and subscribe if you've enjoyed the show so far. And if you do, I'm sure you'll love all the other shows we've got on the channel. Thank you all for your patience, and now, back to the episode.
Alrighty, now that we're back, Nymph, it is your turn. What are you doing?
Ugh, I can't believe I'm going to actually do this. I'm going to turn into goop and go right inside Axel for the first time.
Maybe the last.
Yeah, maybe the last.
Maybe, yeah, I shouldn't.
And you go into Axel. It's a strange notion. You've been in Fava, you've been in Flambe, right? You were able to merge pretty effortlessly. And even though you were able to merge here and there wasn't any effort, it's an odd feeling. The sparking of energy that is within Axel's core feels strange to you, but there's also a little something familiar. As if it's buried deep down, there's something slightly familiar, but even with you being here, you're not sure that you can grab in and pull whatever that familiar feeling is out.
Ugh, this is something. All right. First, I'm going to use my first 2 actions. Or actually, I'm going to use 1 action to heal. You know what? I'll do both my actions to use my restoration.
And what stat are you boosting?
You know what? I'm going to boost your ki. I'm going to use my ability Restoration to restore you 4d6. You will get healed by 13 again.
Ooh.
And also get a shield for 10.
I'm back at max health, and I now have a 23 shield.
Ugh, take this. Pat yourself up.
Working on it.
And that'll be it for my turn. That's all 3 of my actions. Also, was your ki a 0 or a -1, Axel?
I believe it's a -1. Let me double check real quick. It's a 0.
Okay, so you now have 3 ki.
Woo!
With this, as you watch as you do that and Fava heal you, he kind of pats against his ear, realizing he still can't hear, but he smiles.
You see, I'm an honorable warrior. I would have let you live, but since you all have broken the rules of engagement, I guess there aren't any left. So I guess I'll go scorched earth.
As you see Ki start to charge into the palm of his hand, and he just starts throwing it. These little black orbs appear and start flying around, but none of them directly hit you. Now with this, they kind of hover. With that, the next thing that he does, after doing that, comes directly at you, and let's see if he hits you.
Does he have enough action? Oh, he's a boss. Probably has enough actions. I'm just reminding of the stun he got from my attack.
Yeah. Well, this is still his last action. So 24 I know hits. I need you to make me a stamina save at 15. Okay. You only need to make it 15. As he lariats you.
Oh dear. I'm in danger. I fail, I believe. What do I add to it?
Level and aptitude and stat. So level, aptitude, stamina.
Level, aptitude, so that's 3. Level is 3, 5, 15. I have enough.
You do pass?
Yeah, that's in 18, I believe. Yeah, 18.
You with Nymph are able to narrowly dodge this as he tries to lariat you. That is the end of his turn. And now that you're not one-on-oneing him anymore...
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He gains his second action.
Oh, no. We may have made a bad choice.
All right. Flambe, it is your go.
Ha! Ha!
You know what? Actually, you can activate Garlic Butter Bomb.
Ah, right. Okay.
You can tell that he is no longer he wasn't holding back before, but you knew that when, you could see as he was fighting, he wasn't going for direct kill shots. He was fighting Axel man to man. Now you can tell with the lariat, he was trying to take his head off.
That is a 14 to hit.
That misses.
The garlic butter bomb does not hit.
In fact, we'll flavor it. You get it, you charge it, you fire it. He doesn't hear it, he kind of feels it a little bit as he backhands it using the same arm from the lariat as it just flies in the air and explodes just off in the distance. He's just like,
I was gonna let you all live, but it looks like I'll kill you and take the Dragon Balls for myself.
I didn't break your rules. You broke them before I did, so I guess I'm not gonna hold back anymore. And,
He can't hear you. I don't think he can hear you until Axel's next turn. But now what are you doing?
No, I don't want to do that yet. Baba, don't get too close, and I'm gonna get over here, and I'm gonna yeet Sprouse out of the way.
What do you mean yeet him out of the way?
Careful with the body.
I'm grabbing him and getting his ass out of here.
I'm gonna use a mystic action. As you start to run away, he goes, because he can see you, he goes, I wouldn't move if I were, wait a minute, where were you to start?
And then I moved to here.
No, you were here.
I was here.
Well, no, you had to have been here. The reason I say that is because they were placed 10 feet from you. But if you ran past here, I need you to make me a will save.
All right.
After that, I will use my mystic action, though.
16 plus will, which is 0, so 16.
As you move, right, you take off. You're not thinking about it. Your key surges for a second, and you notice that the orb basically senses that the key happened and flies directly at you. You take 10 damage, and I need to see if the secondary effect procs. Oh no. Oh no. All right, as it flies at you, it explodes. And then...
How far is that explosion, if I may ask?
Oh, it was only within the 5 feet, but then it explodes! And it separates into 2 more that now both of you need to make me saves against.
Ah!
This is a unique utility word called cluster.
I get the feeling that they're only going to keep spawning within 5 feet until we're dead.
What do I roll?
Or you roll a d20, you add your level, your aptitude, and then the stat, which I think... Which one did you say this was?
Yeah, what's the stat?
Oh, well, I rolled less this time anyway, so I'm assuming I'm still taking the damage again.
You'll take A damage.
8? Okay.
Do you remember what your first roll was?
Nope. Chat, what was my first roll? 16. So 16 on the die. So 16 plus level plus aptitude would be 21 then.
Oh, well, then it didn't hit you, which means that it exploded and... Well, you wouldn't have taken the first damage. It's still proc these.
Do I roll one for each, or is...
Yes, you roll 1 for each.
Alright, for one of them I got a 14, I think.
So you failed that one.
I rolled the exact same thing again, so...
And I failed the other one.
Alright. So you both take 6 damage.
Neat. Ow.
As I will use the legendary action, or mystic action, my bad. This is the end. Well, actually, technically I'm using Let's Play a Game, but that'll tick that this is the end. As he looks at you and goes, watching you run away, and he goes,
I wouldn't do that. If you start to run away, I will find you, and I'll make sure to kill your weak friend first. You'll stay right there, and either fight me or die.
She's gonna mouth at him as she keeps going, not because he can't hear her anyways, but she's basically saying, I'm getting his ass out of here, and then I'm coming back to help kick yours.
I don't want another one of those coming at me.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm basically getting him out of here, and then I'm coming back on my next turn.
Axel, Nymph. Well, technically Axel, it's your turn. What are you doing?
All right, first off, I'm charging key. 12 plus 2, 14. Alrighty. Let's add that to my key.
Oh, remember, you can add your key modifier to this roll now.
Oh, awesome. So I get plus 3. I have 38 key now. Hell yeah.
We're doing.
Axel's going to go ahead and pull out his sword. Actually, wait, quick question, Shiro.
Yeah, what up?
You said my sword is locked in its sheath?
It was, yes. And is.
Is it still?
Yep.
Well, looks like I'm hitting it with the sheath then.
Scabbard strike! Scabbard strike!
Yeah, he's going to try and take it out. It's not going to open. He's going to kind of shrug and just hit him with like a baseball bat for Ionic Slash.
Okay.
Ionic smash, more like.
Come on. That's a total of 20 to hit.
Remember, reduce your cost by 1.
Oh, right, yeah. That's awesome.
And yeah, You hit him.
I'm just gonna double checking the cost of ionized slash. So it's 18 minus 1, so 17. All right. And then, so remind me again, infusion lets me use it again for the same cost again, right?
Yes. It's a free hit. So you pay them the cost and you get to do it again. With all of its tags again. And its damage. So if you enhanced it, it does the double damage still.
All right, so I'm going to cast Ionized Slash again. Pretty much, this is just him channeling even more ki into it as he slashes into brass with all of his might. So this would be 4d6 piercing bonus damage. So bonus damage twice, so that's an extra 4. So it's 46 plus 4 damage. All right. Ooh, that's a good roll. That's 10. Oh, yeah, 10. I forgot to roll 4. 10 plus 9, so 19 plus
23.
4, 23. So he hits for 23 damage and gains stun 1 as he slams in with all of his might into brass.
All right. As you do that, while you energize through the sheath and everything, you end up cutting off one of Brass's arms. Just through the sheer raw strength and the energy coursing through the blade, you're able to cut through his arm.
Not gonna lie, I was expecting a bit more from you. After all that talk and all that power you've been showing off, that was actually surprisingly easy.
Surprised you actually hit. Good job, android.
Is this what the other two been dealing with the entire time they've been fighting?
I refuse to comment any further.
Nymph patient confidentiality.
Oh my god. He's gonna go for a quick side kick to the side where his missing his arm. Pretty much slices it off and then goes for a quick kick to the side where the arm is missing. So hopefully he can't block it.
Okay.
Come on, light attack. Do some damage. Oh my god. I'm rolling so bad tonight. That is a total of 13 to hit.
That misses.
I'm going to go ahead and, well, no, I'm not going to do that. This attack isn't worth it.
Wow, even with my power, you still can miss.
Oh, God. I'm beginning to think this was a bad idea.
Probably.
Oh, also, I lose 13 of my
Oh, I
bonus,
know.
temp HP, by the way.
As his first action, he regrows his arm.
Oh, no.
As it just kind of...
Did you think that was it? The Namekian race is superior to you damned fools. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a rodent to catch.
Second action, he dashes to here.
Can I try to hit him?
You got anything that's going to stop him completely?
I mean, no, but I can still hit him on the way out.
That's true. Go ahead and hit.
Hit him while he's leaving.
I am working on it, Niv. I swear to God.
If not, I have something.
All right, go for a poison dart punch once again.
Mm-hmm.
It is a nat 1. Huzzah! Never mind.
Alrighty, well, let me just add it to the counter first. But if I can use a reaction, at least attempt to.
You can attempt to use a reaction, yes.
Probably let me double check on how far this is, where he was. Oh, that's like fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try and huck a galactic donut at him.
Okay. What's the save?
I believe it is a save of 18 strength. No. Nope.
We tried, Flambe. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we tried.
With his last action, Nymph, he brings his arm out.
Nymph, or
I
you
don't
mean Flambe?
Oh, Flambe, my bad.
I was like, how did he hit me?
How
I'm
much?
impressed.
The long distance drive-by shot. Oh my god.
It's 24. Does a 24 hit you?
Yes, that's 3 over my AC.
Couldn't you use your reaction to dodge?
I could use Snap Vanish. As a reaction, I can increase my AC by my speed modifier, which is currently 5, and make it to 26.
All right, so you're able to dodge it, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, over there.
However, the counter ticks all the way down from this is the end as he shoots a beam through Sprouse.
Oh, no.
So I told you not to move, and you ticked the counter down. It's a 2-turn counter.
You said that in character. You really think I in character I'm just be like, oh no, I'll just listen to the bad guy?
Well, no, I told you I was using a mystic action.
Yes, you didn't tell me what it did. You just said You just said the name of it. That's literally all you said.
Another one bites the dust.
Anywho, Fava, your turn. You just watched as he fired a beam through Sprouse's chest.
Yeah, I sure did see that. And unfortunately, he is too close for me to do what I was thinking of. Oh boy, what do I do here? So many options to commit violence.
Axel, quick question. Were you watching?
I mean, yeah, I was watching. I'm trying to kick him. I was trying to punch him as he was going past.
So, you see this. And while you had no love for Sprouse, seeing another person die in front of you like that sparks something inside of you. Nymph can feel it too as this energy begins to overwhelm you.
Mm-hmm.
This is energy like you've never felt, but this is energy that you know very, very much, Nymph. Within his chest, he begins to generate ki. It burns powerfully and brightly, igniting all throughout his body as it starts to chip away the images of Sprouse, the images more so of Caro, come bubbling through to the surface. What do you do in this moment?
So for Axel, he already failed to protect Caro and this entire city. And he is currently watching one of the few people they could save from this whole situation get destroyed, thanks to his team just not handling the situation well. If he had just fought on him himself and gone down, it would have been fine, but he messed up, and he kind of is blaming himself a little bit for this whole thing. He is going to do his best to get there and take out Brass as quickly as possible.
All right. In this moment, the energy starts to burn through the lines that are on your face. Flakes of your skin come off as you grab the hilt of the blade that's been locked inside and start to draw the sword. Lightning emits from it as ki charges not just throughout your body, but your weapon as well. As raindrops fall, they fall almost like tears that evaporate away.
What is this?
It would be at about this point, Axel would hear this, and so would Nymph.
Metamorph system online. New energy detected. Scanning. Replicating. Metamorph system. Key mode. Engage.
From this, the key mines that are around you start to dissipate as anyone looking can see as it starts to flow into Axel. The key mines are removed, and in a flash, in the speed of an eye, so blinding that you can't tell, Axel is able to make it over here towards Brass. You are able to get there. You fly over there at sonic speed. You actually get your own unique special turn right now. Woo. We'll call it a transformation turn. You get 3 actions to do what you want. Also with this form, because it's your first time, your ki, especially after having absorbed those, is back to 100%. In fact, it is at 70 or above 70. It's whatever you have plus 70. There, that's what we'll say.
Okay.
While you're figuring this out, I do need to read chat. Time for Axel to do what Trunks did to Frieza.
All right. I'm gonna do a quick key charge at the beginning of my turn, being an android and all.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see how much I get. Don't I get an extra die as well?
Yes, you do.
Okay. So it's 3d8.
Yes, it is.
Plus your key, which is now 3, and aptitude.
All right. So 16 plus 2 is 18 plus 3 is 21 key. What Axel is going to do, he's going to try and hit with his newly unsheathed blade. Is going to try and hit. It's going to try and hit him with an ionic slash. Now instead of just android energy, his blade is wrapped in ki, burning a kind of bluish white.
That's right. Use the legendary sword Nymph Bay to strike him down.
Oh yeah. Yes. 18 plus 8 plus 1 for my transformation bonus. So I have a total of 9 to my plus 9. So that is a 27 to hit.
That hits. And how many times are you casting Infusion?
Fun fact, I could just keep doing it.
There's a max of 6.
I could do it 6 times. I'm sorry, there's a max of 6. Let me do some math real quick.
Oh, are you gonna do it 6 times?
He's going to Trunks this, apparently.
He's gonna fell cleave this man.
So that, it's a total cost of 17.
Do 6 times 7 and add it to 60.
Sorry, 18. So 17. Okay, so this is the perfect time to activate my form ability, because I don't have quite enough ki. You see Axel, the lines on his face burn even brighter temporarily, as I'm going to convert recovery points into ki points. I am short 5.
Oh, max is 9. Max is 9 times.
I think 6 is enough for now, because I don't have enough for 9. So I'm gonna hit him for, yeah. So I'm gonna burn 5 of my recovery points to zero out my ki with this hit by casting it 6 times. Attacks, while in a higher form, your techniques do more, have a higher base damage. So I am now using 12d8 for this for damage.
I mean,
I
that's
heard
cool.
that.
What?
I heard
Whatever.
that. I heard that.
12d8 plus, you're doing it 6 times, so it's plus 12 plus 18. It's 12d8 plus 18.
That is 15 plus,
You're going ham right now.
19 plus 24
58.
plus 12. Huh?
70. That's total of 70 then.
Total 70? All right.
So you did 70 damage total?
Yes.
How do you want to do it?
Does he hit Sprouse? Yeah, I assume he does hit Sprouse still. But as soon as that happens, the metamorph system goes online and absorbs all ki around Axel. Axel instinctually reaches for his sword, even though it's never unlocked for him, pulls it free, and kind of as he's charging forward, he kind of has his sword down, getting ready to do an upward slash. As he charges forward in the blink of an eye, if you could see him moving, like if you could see fast enough to see him moving, the blade is being covered in just pure ki as he does an upward slash through brass after he strikes Sprouse.
So you pierce him and then pull up?
Yep.
All right. As you pierce into him, the energy, blinding and furious rage, all this power explodes. His chest seems to puff up, and he fires something out of his mouth. You completely cleave him in half, taking out brass here, but you're not entirely sure what just shot off.
I have a reaction to make.
What are you doing?
Nymph is going to fall out, like, from behind Axel and, like, back up slowly and stare at them. And just in horror. What are you, abomination?
Well, I am simply the best there is, apparently.
Oh no. Oh no. He's the best there is at what he does.
She's gonna hold out her hand and charge up a ki blast.
It's about at this moment, Axel. Your metamorph system deactivates. Your energy feels incredibly low at this point, right? But your powers deactivate. You don't go offline, right? But you do feel like it'd be rough for you to fight any further.
Nymph is going to charge a heavy ki blast in front of her, pointed at Axel.
The hell is that for?
She's gonna use the action Share Your Energy and give charged ki into Axel's core.
Well, I do appreciate that.
I don't know what you are.
Well, I'm still just Model G.
It is at this time that 2 power levels fly in and kind of land down. Seeing what's going on, Roma quickly runs over to Sprouse, while Bean runs over and pulls Fava in for a hug. Are
Yes.
you okay?
I mean, I am, but I need to heal him.
You won't be able to help him, but your father can.
Roma, you gotta do something, man.
You notice that Roma clicks on his, what is it called? The left breastplate. As it kind of opens up a little bit, he pulls out a small little pouch. From it, you see a small green bean. So he walks over and puts it in his mouth. Roma's like,
Wow, I didn't imagine the blast would do this much damage. He'll have to go into a healing pod, but the sensor beam should at least keep him alive. We're lucky we got here when we did.
I tried to get him out. I tried.
Were communications busted? I couldn't get a hold of it.
he puts his hand on you, Flambe.
There ain't nothing you could have done, kid. You did fine. You did great, even. Well, you did what you could.
He puts the sensu bean in Sprouse's mouth, and the hole that he was shot with heals up relatively quickly. But the burn, while it heals some, does not heal all the way. And Sprouse is still very much unconscious. Roma goes,
Yeah, I figured that'd happen. Sensu beans ain't what they used to be no more.
Careful with his armor. It's just stuck to him a little bit.
with that, he kind of goes over and is like,
All right, Flambe. Let me take Sprouse.
Alright.
he gently kind of picks him up and goes,
You guys are gonna need to talk with somebody. And while I might be leading up to say a force, for now, you should tell Bean what happened. Alright, come on, buddy. Let's get you to one of those Saiyan pods.
and the two of them fly off. Walking over to you, Axel, you see Bean. You've only really met once once before, right?
Mm-hmm.
She looks at you, puts her hand on your shoulder, and pulls you in close for a hug. I'm so sorry for your loss.
I'm still doing my best to process it. Yeah.
That she lets go and turns to look at all of you, crosses her arms. Well, at least you all still have the Dragon Balls.
Well, we were contacted by Piccolo.
Roma told me on my way over. She kind of takes a sigh. It looks like I'm gonna have to come out of retirement for a little while.
Like, fight with us?
She turns to look at you, Bava, and goes, You have to understand, Piccolo didn't just target this city. He targeted Sprouse specifically. And in the end, he dealt a devastating blow by hurting him the way he did. I was really scared there for a while. On my flight over here, I couldn't sense most of your keys. It seems that they were also able to put up some kind of barrier.
I figured when communications weren't going out.
She looks at all of you and goes, I know I haven't been the biggest fan of this team. And she looks at Fava. She kind of looks away again. I'm still terrified, but I need your help. Together, we're gonna find Piccolo, and we will kick his ass.
Alright. I'm in, but I also have a question.
Hmm.
Before Axel killed his trombone, he spit something out and went flying off in that direction. She's gonna point. Was that some kind of an attack? Will you head over there and see if there's people that need help?
She flies over in that direction as quickly as she can, without answering you. Kind of in the air, looking around. You hear her go, Damn it! They must have had others around. And she kind of flies back and lands. Sorry. Explaining it first would have only wasted time. I needed to make sure. He spit out an egg. Namekians reproduce by taking a part of themselves, an aspect, an element, and creating a new form. Basically, it's a form of like reincarnation. I'm not entirely sure how to describe it.
I hate to break up the history lesson, but we also only have 24 hours.
If it flew off that way, does it mean it potentially went back to where Piccolo was? Or was that towards the island?
The direction that it went would have been more like somewhat northish, and there's not much up there. To be fair, she looked around and couldn't see that she saw that the egg wasn't there. The assumption that Bean has and kind of tells you about is that they must have had some other black bow around, and they picked up the egg in case this happened.
I see.
Okay, so what are our options that we're looking at here? Because we don't know where his castle is. We have 24 hours. He wants us to surrender the Dragon Balls. Do we try to make contact and say we'll turn them over, but we have to go to him in person to do it?
Piccolo's smart. Especially if you defeated Brass, there's no way he'll take a ploy like that. However, something that I will say, the fact that he attacked you now, in order to get the 5 Dragon Balls, means that he has to be pretty sure that they don't have to find any more. Having you find them was easy. You'd be undeterred after both of the failures from the Black Bow to get them before.
I figured they might have the other two.
I mean, it made the most sense as to why he would want ours. Why go yelling for the other ones unless you're ready to take and make your wish thing, right?
Why take the cities hostage for a 24-hour countdown?
It's true.
Alright, so then what's our game plan?
We found Piccolo and we kick his door in.
Because you gotta look over to Axel. That's great! Now, where is that?
Would any Namekian know?
I did research on Namekian Island.
Would he be hiding out with the other Namekians?
I don't know him.
Well, there's certainly no love for Piccolo. That's fair within the Namekian community. But it'd be a good place to start. We might get some information. There's been quite a few Namekians that have joined the Black Bow Brigade. Many of them, from what I hear, were being mind-controlled.
Where have Namekians gone missing a lot recently?
Unfortunately, we don't really take a census. Most of them stay to the new Namekian Isles. And also, I'm not really the person to ask. I've been kind of out of the game for 20 years.
Well, we do have someone on our team who's from the Namekian Isles.
Yeah. He said he left, but he might still know something.
You might have it in. Alright.
Well, if that's the case, then we should probably get going then.
Alright, let's regroup at the headquarters. Get everyone back up and recovered before we have to do anything else.
Before going, Bean walks over, right? And scoops up Caro. Walking back as she carries the body with her, she goes, "We'll have to make sure we preserve this for the time being."
Nymph is going to do everything in her power to not look at that.
Bean actually takes some cloth and kind of wraps it so, she's not just flying around with the body. All right, let's head out.
All right.
With that, you all take off, heading back towards Vegeta City. And that is where we will end today's episode.
Ooh!
I think you mean to say
that
we're
was a
going to
good
play
one.
for another 2 hours, actually.
Uh-huh.
I think that's what you meant to say.
No. Actually, the next episode is... I don't have a name for this episode because this is not everything that I expected.
The next episode is I don't have a name for this episode.
I don't have a name for it yet. That'll be the actual
check out
title.
I don't have a name for it. Next week on Dragon Ball NXT.
I hope you guys enjoyed. I know that I did, right? And we will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Indeed. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed our content. If you do, make sure you drop a like, hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you never miss an upload every single time we release. And also, that way you can make sure you catch our live streams over here. And if you like what we do, want to support us monetarily, you can head over to the Patreon. We have different tiers there to help meet your particular needs. For anywhere from the $1 thank you tier all the way up to our $200 Grandmaster tier. Thank you very much, Moto, for being our current Grandmaster. And if you want to stay in touch with us in the community at lightning fast speeds, don't forget you can pop over to the official Discord. Link is in the description down below. It's also where you can get first access to the Dragon Dice system that we have been playing tonight.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.